Assuming you're all here, you've all been enrolled in college. This means that you all have dealt with some type of anxiety. For someone with borderline personality disorder, this type of anxiety can be deadly very quickly. My name is Emily Artis, and I am 20 years old. I have been a BPD sufferer for 6+ years before I was diagnosed at 17. Before my diagnosis, I was being treated for anxiety and depression, but I knew deep down that it wasn't just that. My symptoms consisted of the exact symptoms of BPD, and it took at least 2 years for my doctor and psychiatrist to see that. That is because BPD is so rare. In fact, 1.6 of the United States population has BPD, or borderline personality disorder. And that's not including who hasn't been diagnosed. BPD causes one to become very indecisive. It is characterized by severe mood swings, impulsive behavior, chaotic bouts of anger or crying, and difficulties forming stable relationships, and along with many other seemingly unexplainable tendencies. Today, I'm here to discuss the most misunderstood mental disorder called BPD, or borderline personality disorder. Some of you have probably never heard of borderline personality disorder. It got its name from the borderline between being neurotic and psychotic. This was during the 19th century when someone had a mental illness, they were automatically assumed as insane or a danger to society. Sometimes I could see myself being a danger to myself or others because I have BPD. Because when I get angry, I get so upset that I just want to explode. I either cry or I scream. It's not your typical anxiety and depression. A lot of risk factors that lead to BPD are frequent emotional and physical abuse or trauma, a family member like a mother or a father having BPD. This is according to the Borderline Personality Disorder Survival Guide, which has gotten me through some pretty tough times, and it has a lot of good information, so I definitely suggest you read that. How does one know they have BPD? You really can't self-diagnose yourself, but you can suspect, which is what I did. To obtain a diagnosis, you have to go through the following: a detailed interview with your doctor or mental health provider, a psychological evaluation that may include completing questionnaires, a medical history and exam, and a discussion of your signs and symptoms with your doctor or psychiatrist, according to the Mayo Clinic. Treatments have been in research for so many years now. Many doctors start with the basic changes in lifestyle with your diet and exercise. Some people that just doesn't work out. So that is why psychotherapies such as talk therapy, dialectical behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and mentalization-based therapy are also considered. All of these therapies have been listed by the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Medicine is also a very important part of the treatment for BPD. Medicines include SSRIs, antidepressants, and antipsychotic medicines. For me, I take 2 medicines. I take sertraline 200, and then I take quetiapine formoterate at night that's only 15 milligrams. That one helps me sleep, and that is also my antipsychotic. Medicine is something that is very controversial, and even I was very, very against taking medicine and things like that. But it wasn't until I finally broke down and took the medicine that I started seeing some results. So if you have BPD or you know someone has BPD and they're not wanting to take medicine, I highly suggest that you suggest it. Overall, BPD is very misunderstood and can be very difficult to treat due to years of trauma exposure. Your doctors are literally reversing years of trauma to help you become somewhat normal again. For me, trauma is something very hard to get over. I've had a lot of small town trauma and a lot of familial trauma, but through all of this, I'm still staying strong. And that is what you need to do if you have BPD. If you know someone that has BPD, never discourage them because they are fighting a battle that you don't even know about. One typical battle in your head is, am I going to be abandoned? Are they going to leave me? What's going to happen to me tomorrow? It's not your average, oh, I'm so worried about life. BPD is worrying about the next breath you're going to take. Am I going to have another breath? It's a constant battle with yourself. But take me as an example. I'm still holding strong. And taking medicine does not make you weak. BPD is so hard to live with, but is not impossible. Treatment is possible. Healing is possible. All you have to do is believe in yourself. Be encouraging to others and yourself, because you never know what anyone's going to go through. Thank you.